Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tailored Acres. I'm Taylor, and I'm a gardener from central Wisconsin, Zone 4B. And this video is going to be about my favorite cut flower gardening books. I'll go through each one and point out why it made the list. Almost all of these I have gotten because either I couldn't live without it or I had it on a wish list of mine. But your local library will have a lot of these. So don't ignore the library. It is a great resource for you as well. I will also put links to the books in the description if you just want to jump down there and check them out that way as well. If you have a favorite cut flower gardening book that didn't make my list, please drop it in the comments below so I can check it out and see if it needs to be added to my collection as well. The first book I have here is the Cut Flower Handbook by Lisa Mason Ziegler. And I do actually have her Cool Flower book as well, but that's on my Kindle and it is just not a good way to have a book like this. So I only use this one now because she has a lot of the same information in here. So this book is best for beginners to maybe intermediate cut flower growers who just want all of the details. So what makes it special is that she has practical, field-tested growing advice that you can obviously trust. How I use it is, this is like my sole reference book when I'm looking up information on like a culture guide for a plant. So if I'm growing something new or if I just didn't take good notes in the previous years how I'm going to grow something. So she has this divided into cool flowers and warm flowers. So she has a reference table here with like what it is, different names for it, what page number, and then what the low temperature survival is. And then in each individual plant type, she has like her favorite varieties, seedling tips, support notes, and then these quick facts that this is usually what I reference. So it's like low temperatures, when to start from seed, how to start them, like even what blocks that she uses, what soil temperature for germination, how long to sprout, just like literally everything you would ever need to know. And then she has her the warm season flowers in here as well. One note is that she is, I believe, in zone 7. So some of her cool flower stuff, like we're just not able to do here in zone 4. So you got to take that part with a grain of salt. Most of the stuff will winter kill, so we have to grow it in the spring. So we need to adjust. So I have other videos on how I'm doing that, so you'll have to check that out. But this one is an awesome handbook. It teaches you everything that you need to know, like basically how to grow flowers like you are a flower farmer, not just a hobbyist. And it's just super clear and straightforward. So this is my favorite book that I have. Second up, we have the Posy book by Teresa Sabangaya. I'm so sorry about your name. This is an amazing book. I don't even know where I first found this. I rented it from the library and I'm like, I need this one. So I put it on my wish list right away. And my stepmom bought it for me. So that was an awesome birthday present. But I look through this one when I'm making bouquets, or like right when I'm making bouquets, when I'm looking to order flowers. It just has a lot of interesting combinations and the colors that she uses. A posy is a small bouquet, so that is a little bit different than what I usually do. But she also has kind of like the history of things, and like maybe what they mean as well. So it's just an awesome book. So many good examples in here of bouquets and combinations to make. So this is best for gardeners who love old-fashioned charm and thoughtful design. It's so special because it has the emotional and historical side of flowers paired with design in here. And like I said, I use it for inspiration and just like overall composition and colors of my bouquets. So if you are looking for inspiration, this is an awesome one. It just reminds us that flowers they're not just a crop, like they're a storytelling, emotional piece of art, really. So This is just an awesome book. I love this one. Next up, we have Floral Fantasy. Oh my gosh, this one, it blew my mind the first time I got it from the library. And this was the other one that my stepmom got for me for my birthday last year. Again, it's just best for gardeners interested in bold color and modern floral design. The pictures in here are just absolutely stunning. So what makes this special is the fearless use of color and unexpected combinations. I use it again as inspiration, especially like planning color palettes, just things that I wouldn't normally put together for colors. I mean, some of them are obvious like that one, but there's just so many gorgeous ideas in here. And the forms that she uses, and oh my gosh, I just like, I need to look through this one again. I haven't looked at it for a while and I'm excited again about it. So this book pushes me to grow beyond what I feel like safe colors or forms, and just to go for things that I feel like maybe will go together nicely. So this is just an absolutely beautiful book. Our next book is Color Me Floral by Kiana Underwood. She is a brilliant florist, just absolutely gorgeous work. So this book is best for growers that want their garden to function like a designer's palette. So this gives you a lot of great ideas. That's how I use it, is just like pairing colors together. These are actually all monochromatic bouquets in here, but she has just absolutely beautiful form in how she chooses to put her flowers together. It's just such beautiful artwork. I mean, you should just frame this and put it on the wall and I would be super happy about that. So I love this book. It's very similar to the last one. It's just like kind of a monochromatic version of that. And Kiana actually worked on that other book as well. So this gives you so many good ideas in what goes together well, in more of a monochromatic fashion. But I just love seeing the forms of these arrangements, because arrangements isn't something I normally do. I would like to. It's a little bit more of a stretch for me creatively. So we're working on that. But this is awesome information and inspiration in here as well. So through this book, it kind of teaches you how to like see color, like the undertones, saturations, harmony, which will just totally completely change the way that you choose and pair your flowers together. So this is an awesome one as well. This next book is one of 3 that I have left here to show you that are all from Floret, from Erin. So she is a brilliant flower farmer. I'm sure you know her from Floret Farm. They just do some really cool stuff there. So this is best for gardeners who just want like beauty plus seasonality in balance, which is something I'm working on. I should probably take heart to reading this one again. So what makes this book special is it has the seasonal rhythm paired with real gardening practices. She has a lot of really beautiful pictures in here, as she always does. And it kind of goes through each season and like supporting ingredients and what season they're in. There's just like structural foliage. And then she does that with flowers as well. So this is just a really nice book, but she kind of goes through what's available and then makes a bouquet for each season. So great for inspiration as well, but also like keeping seasonality at the forefront. So this book helps you align your garden with the seasons instead of fighting with them and being running out of certain ingredients. So it kind of shifts your mindset in how you plan your cut flower garden. So the next Floret book is Cut Flower Garden, and this one is an awesome book as well. It's a little bit more for beginners. just because of the information it has in it. So it's super clear, approachable, and has a great foundation for cut flower growing. So she does have it organized by season again. So she has like her favorite varieties and like how she grows each thing. So it's just really good information. It's not quite as technical as Lisa Mason Ziegler's book, the first one I showed you guys. So I do use Lisa Mason Ziegler's book much more frequently than this one, but this one is also really fun. She has some like projects in here to do with cut flowers as well, and some bouquets. She kind of shows you step by step, which is a really great resource as well. So this one is really good too, but it is, I feel, a little bit more beginner related. So I am just using this more as like some reference, because she does cover some stuff that the other books don't. But a lot of inspiration in here again as well, and just absolutely beautiful pictures. So if you're new to cut flower gardening, this one is also a good one to get. So beautiful pictures, lots of good information. Love this one too. Okay, we are on to our last book. So Discovering Dahlias. And if you know Erin at all in Florette, dahlias are an integral part of her story. So this is a beautiful book. It has so much dahlia information in it, like everything you would ever need to know about dahlia care. And, you know, like she goes over the forms and colors and planting and watering and pinching and staking and just absolutely everything. How to store them, how to divide them. It is such a great resource here. She also goes over cuttings, like I said, literally everything. And then she also has many, many pages. Probably half of the book is just like varieties and really beautiful pictures of them. Ooh, I have that one. Breakout, yes. I'm hoping that one comes back. It didn't bloom last year. Anyway, so this is a great resource as well. A lot of my learning on dahlias came from this book, and then obviously through trial and error in my own garden, but it was a great foundation when I was first starting out with dahlias here. So this is just a beautiful book. Thanks for joining today with my favorite reference and inspiration books for cut flower gardening. I hope that you will find your new favorite book in one of these, as they are absolutely my favorites. And I look at them over and over all winter long and sometimes throughout the summer too. All right, take care.